This guy's staring me down, Arnold. So why don't I do this? Usually have schnitzel with a sandwich, but I'm a mess today, so I'm gonna do it the European way. But I'm gonna do a bit of pierogi, the pierogies are filled with cabbage and mushroom, I believe. So I'm gonna try to figure this guy out right now. And as that's happening, these are the pierogies I promised you. And guess what's happened? Same thing that happened to Conor McGregor. It's just mush. So I can't use that. And how bad did I screw up the gnocchi? So there you go, guys. There's my friggin' cabbage and mushroom that I was using with the schnitzel. So usually when you have schnitzel, you have a bit of cabbage. But guess what? I've just thought of something. This is not that bad because growing up, anybody can Google this. We used to have something called mlince, which is these mashed up pierogies. So we're gonna make, in honor of Croatia, mlince. And maybe this is the way to do it. Just overdo them too much. So this is gonna be interesting. Anybody knows cooking cabbage is never easy. The pierogi dough is here. I'm gonna take the part with not as much of the mlince. I'm gonna put it on there. We've got some cabbage, mushroom, schnitzel. But we're not done yet. I've got a couple more surprises for you. Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. I know I bought mushrooms. I've got blue cheese. So much for the mushrooms. Luckily, I got a cabbage roll here. So I got cabbage here. I'm gonna throw this guy in. I really wanted that mushroom gravy. There's mushrooms in here. Does it count if I pour a bit of gravy over? I got it. We're gonna take the gravy from here. That's how you do it. We're gonna cook that off. That's that. I'll put it on the oven. This thing is our dinner. It's 6 o'clock. In the old days, whether it's in Austria or Croatia, everybody would sit down at a specific time and you could never be 1 minute late. And that's what I remember. Everything was prompt, respectful of time, and the family would sit down and they would have these kind of meals. So these are few and far for me to ever get to enjoy, but this is how I grew up. This is a traditional Austrian, Slovenian, Croatian way of eating. We would always have, this is called sarma, which is a cabbage roll. It's something amazing. Just a bit of rice, cabbage, and hints of beef. Oh, wow. I can't believe how good that is. So these cabbage rolls are very much a European thing. Oh, I love the cabbage. So what's interesting now is those mlince, which are the pierogies broken down, are on here and they've settled. They actually look like cream sauce with the actual cabbage, but up here, very hard to get good schnitzel. And if you do get it, they're gonna rip you off. There was one place that does it off the highway, and she does it with what's called a hunter's gravy, which is a mushroom gravy. And that was my best part, was having the schnitzel with the mushroom gravy. So I'm gonna try my imitation of a hunter's gravy with cabbage with the schnitzel. Oh. Phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. How my mom would make it, everything was, break it down, and then flour it. And I remember that schnitzel, and it was a big part of my childhood. And I can see why it's Arnold's favorite food and why he named his dog that. I tell you, that breading is amazing. And Arnold, I read his book. I respect him a lot. And He always says people used to call him kraut. That's from the sauerkraut, which is kind of like a cabbage. And that's what I'm having here, you know, kraut schnitzel. It's really good. Oh, the cabbage, the rice, the mushroom gravy. That's another thing. Arnold is very kind to animals, and it's important to me. And he's on this 80-20 diet, and he needs his protein. And, you know, you get a bit of the protein here. I'm not getting the veal in, but, I mean, it's good. I mean, this is good. Oh, what else do you need? Rice, cabbage, mushroom. Arnold, happy birthday. I love you and your donkeys. In Croatia, we call them magarci, which is jackasses. And my father took it farther. He would call me mujo, which meant donkey. And that was the best part of my childhood. Like having these type of meals and, you know, these type of experiences. And I get where you're going, why schnitzel is your favorite food. And I tried to do it for your birthday, but your National Cheesecake Day. So we did have the cheesecake. I don't know when there's a National Schnitzel Day, but it should be named in your honor. And yeah, that's it. I'll be back.